Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Um, we're here again with a nerd news video. Sorry, I had a small little brain fart right there. But before we get into the news for this week, who do you guys think this little character is here on the screen? I will give you a hint. This is a character from the Kirby series, and that is all you're getting. Moving on to the table of contents for this week. We have a small amount of video game news. It is a lot of Overwatch 2 news. I'm not going to list it all there because the list is already pretty big. We have some sad news. We have some really fucked up news that I'm going to go over really quick. We have some TV show news. We have a lot of movie news, and then we have some toys, merch, and collectibles news. But without further ado, let's get into it. First, the fucked up news. Ezra Miller, aka the guy who's playing as the Flash, in the Justice League movie and the brand new Flash movie that hasn't even come out yet, and he's just been getting in a heck of a lot of trouble. He's been arrested about 2 times, I'm pretty sure, for harassing people and causing disturbances over in Hawaii. But now, this week, it's just gone up to a whole nother level. If you don't know what's going on, essentially this young lady over here, Dakota Iron Eyes, her parents are saying that Ezra Miller kidnapped her. That's what being accused right now. He's also been accused by her parents of physically and emotionally abusing Dakota, grooming Dakota, corrupting Dakota, displaying cult-like and psychologically manipulative controlling behavior, giving Dakota alcohol and drugs, and now kidnapping her. Dakota and Miller met when she was about 12, and since then they've grown really, really close to each other. Dakota's parents filed a restraining order against Miller to stop Miller from contacting or harassing Dakota. And it would also force the two to stay away from each other at least 100 yards away, and from the family residence prior to a July 12th hearing that Miller never showed up for. And Dakota right now is believed to be missing with Miller. Since like this week, Dakota has made a video explaining that this is her choice and this is like crazy that this is happening. But if she really is being manipulated, then of course she would say that. But at the same time, I don't know, because she could be being absolutely sincere, and it's like this whole situation is just so bad. Okay. Also, I kind of also want to point out why would the parents let a 12-year-old girl hang out with this actor for such a long time? And it's just like, if he's an actor or not, I wouldn't let my little kid hang out with some complete stranger that I've never met before. I may know about him because he's a celebrity and he's been in movies and stuff, but I would never let them hang out. It's just like, that just seems very weird. And this whole thing is just a huge mess. And when I first heard about it, I was confused because I didn't know all the information. So I was just like, what is going on? But I've done a lot of research on it. Some other things that Miller had done that were kind of weird. This week, he also went onto social media, not with a video or a statement or anything, but posting, just shit posting memes on his story. Saying things like these memes that say, "You cannot touch me, I am in another universe, message from another universe, me remembering how I was nice when I should have said, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" And then there's that meme there of people giving me a headache. And then there's that poem on the right, which I don't really know how to say that or read that, mostly because of the font that the words are in, so I'm not even going to try and read it. And people also on social media have seen all this and has been making jokes about the situation, saying, "Oh, it's the Flash, he's on the run," which is kind of weird funny, I guess, because the Flash literally is the fastest man alive in the comic books, and since he's playing as the Flash, you guys could probably see what I'm trying to say, but it's just super weird. Moving on to some video game news, we have a brand new announced game called Goat Simulator 3. You remember Goat Simulator, right? It never had a sequel. This is the sequel, and having it be called Goat Simulator 3 is very weird. We also know that it's going to be coming out fall of this year, so stay tuned for that. Moving on to some Overwatch news, I have a lot of Overwatch 2 news. A lot. So if you don't want to hear it, or you want to skip to certain sections, go ahead. But we're going to start right now. Here we go. Buckle in. Overwatch 2 is going to be free to play, and it's going to be released for early access October 4th, 2022. I am super excited for this game, and I'm super happy that it is going to come out free. We also got our first look at a brand new tank hero, the Junker Queen. This is a picture of her from her cinematic trailer, and she looks really cool. This is before she had her blue mohawk. You see a blue streak in her hair, and I have to say she looks really, really cool. Can't wait to play as her in the Overwatch 2. Here's a picture of her from what she'll look like in-game with her fully blue mohawk, huge battle axe. Look at those abs and then thick thighs. Moving on. Here's a picture of her in one of her highlight intros that we saw in the live stream this week. I wasn't able to do a reaction video on that, mostly because I forgot that it happened, but it's okay. We're talking about it now, so. And then moving on, the Overwatch 2 Founders Pack. This is a pack that will be given free to people who have played Overwatch 1 and have purchased it. We will be given, we will get a exclusive Founders icon, 2 epic skins, and more. They haven't shown us what the more is, but I'm actually kind of excited to see what it is. To be eligible for the pack, you have to own Overwatch 1 prior to June 23rd this year. So if you don't get Overwatch and you don't like buy the game, you won't be able to get this pack. Which is kind of understandable. They want to leave something behind for the people who have supported this game for a long time, which is understandable. We also, the 2 epic skins over here is General Doomfist and Jester Sombra. I want to go ahead and take a small little bit to talk about these skins. General Doomfist, we've never seen before, but he looks really, really cool. Jester Sombra, we have seen before in the Overwatch comic books. Now, if you haven't seen the comic books, I suggest you go read them. There's a ton of lore and lots of character development in them. They're available on the Overwatch website, so go ahead and just go over there. Moving on, there's another pack coming out called the Overwatch 2 Watchpoint Pack. This one is not free. You will have to buy this one. It is $40. And here's a list of what you'll get. You'll get immediate access to the Overwatch 2 beta, which is coming out June 28th this year. So you can immerse yourself in the Overwatch 2 beta, featuring our newest hero, the Junker Queen, and Sojourn, the new push mode, and a successfully reimagined 5v5 experience. You also get 2 new legendary skins, Space Raider Soldier 76 and Space Raider Cassidy. You will get these when you launch the game Overwatch 2. You will also get a head start on the premium battle pass for season 1. Yes, Overwatch 2 will have a battle pass. We'll go over that later. Alongside Overwatch 2 early access in October of 2022. You will also get 2,000 Overwatch 2 virtual currencies. You can use these to purchase stuff in a brand new let me restart that sentence. Get Overwatch 2 virtual currency with your purchase of this pack and level up your battle pass or gear, or get new gear new cosmetics for your favorite heroes in a brand new in-game shop. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You also get a early purchase exclusive Overwatch 2 player icon, which you can see right there. Looks more like the Overwatch logo, but with like a diamond effect on it. You will also get Overwatch 1 Legendary Edition. In this, you will also get 5 epic skins and 5 legendary skins, which I think is really cool. You'll get a head start on some of the skins. Also, Overwatch Legendary Edition, I'm pretty sure you would have to buy it for, when you buy it, it'll be for your computer. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I don't really know. But moving on. Since we said just a tiny bit that there's going to be an in-game store, that also means that there's no more loot boxes. Loot boxes will be discontinued in Overwatch 2, and yeah, so now you could save up your currency and buy the skins you want, and you'll get a guaranteed, you'll get what you want. You will get what you want. It won't be like a gamble thing with the Overwatch loot boxes. Which I'm going to kind of miss the loot boxes, but at the same time, I want to get what I want to get. I don't want to get some crappy skin for Tracer or something. Give me that Lucio and Reaper skin. Sorry. Moving on. Here's the roadmap for Overwatch 2 that we know of right now. The game overview, it's going to be free to play, and there's going to be a live service. PvP has been reimagined for Overwatch 2. In Overwatch 1, it would be 6 people versus 6 people. Now it's 5 versus 5. You also get brand new heroes, reworked heroes. So existing heroes will get a brand new abilities. They'll get abilities taken away, and they'll look new. As you could probably tell, there's been a lot of new looks. There'll also be new maps, new modes, and more. I don't know what the more is. I don't know what you can add with new maps, new characters, and stuff. They're blowing my mind with all this. There's going to be a seasonal model for this game. Free updates every 9 weeks to ensure there's always something new to experience. There'll be cross progression. That means that if you unlock a skin on your Xbox, you'll be able to have that same skin on your PS5 or something, which I think is really cool. So you could play on Xbox and computer and still like unlock stuff. There'll be a PvE experience. Sorry, that's when there's going to be players versus robots, pretty much like the computers. This will be like the story mode and all that, which I can't wait for. I'm going to be pretty excited for that. And it's not coming out this year. It's not coming out with the launch, sadly. It's going to happen somewhere in 2023. Moving on to the content roadmap, down here below. October 4th is Season 1. That's when the game first comes out. We're going to get 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, 30 plus new skins, a new battle pass, a new mythic skin. We'll talk about the mythic skin later, and a brand new game mode, Push. I can't wait to play Push. It looks pretty cool. Then in December, on December 6th, Season 2 will begin. We'll get a brand new tank hero, brand new map, 30 plus new skins again, another new battle pass, and a new mythic skin. This is going to be really cool. 2023 and beyond, we're going to get new heroes, new maps, new skins, new battle passes, new modes, and the PvE begins. We don't know exactly when it's going to begin. Maybe it will begin January 1st, like right as 2023 happens or something. I don't know. It could happen anywhere in 2023. And you're probably wondering, what is a mythic skin? Well, a mythic skin is a skin that you can customize, which I think is really cool. As you can see in the top left, the skin is going to be for Genji. This is going to be the first mythic skin out of a long line of other ones. As you can see, you could change the pattern of the tattoos that are on Genji's arms, and in the bottom right, you can see that you can change the colors of the skin. Also, I wasn't able to find a picture of it, but they also showed off that you'll be able to change like certain like parts of the skin. Like that mask he's wearing, you can change the mask to whatever mask you want. Moving on, the 3 new heroes that we know we are going to get is Sojourn, which is going to be a damage hero. the Junker Queen, which we know is going to be a tank, and the Kenizaka Fox Girl. We have never even seen her. We've just seen the picture of her fox here, which looks like a spirit fox, which is going to be really cool. So it's going to be like Genji and Hanzo, how they have the spirit dragons, but she has a spirit fox. If you don't know who the Kenizaka Fox Girl is, you clearly have not been paying attention to Overwatch lore recently, or like secret details within the Kenizaka map. It has been heavily hinted at that the Kenizaka Fox Girl will be a support hero, but we'll see how that turns out. Moving on, we also got some new maps. I'm going to apologize because I do not know the names of these maps at all, but I know this one right here is going to be a raceway map where it's going to be a escort map where you escort a race car to a race track. Over here we have Toronto, Canada. I'm going to try and base these off of my memory. If I remember the names, I will say them, but I know the location for this. This is going to be Toronto, Canada. As you can see there, we have a statue of a Omnic hockey player. If you don't know what an Omnic is, it's basically a living robot. This will be a push map, which I think looks beautiful. Look at that beautiful landscape of the city right there. Hover cars, beautiful like hockey rink right there with the Canadian flag on it. Yeah, it just looks really pretty. Also, I love the snow. Moving on though, there'll also be Midtown New York City. I believe this is also going to be a escort map where you escort a fire truck to a I forgot what it's called. I think it's another fire department or maybe a train station. I don't remember. But this map will take place in New York, and it looks pretty cool. I love it. It's also got a nice little Easter egg to Jeff Kaplan, who was the original creator of Overwatch. He since left the company, Blizzard, sadly, due to what seems like corporate pressure. But moving on, we also got this map, which I forgot where it's at. I think it's Rome or Italy, but is right next to a Colosseum where you can hear gladiators fighting in it. This map looks really cool, and it's also an escort map. We also got Rio. This is a beautiful looking map where it's also an escort map where you escort a peacock parade float throughout the city and go through a dance club. It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I'm very sorry for this really crappy low resolution image, but this is supposed to be a picture of a new map called Portugal. We have no idea what this map is going to look like. We don't even know if it's going to be an escort map or an attack and defense map, or a push map. We just seen like little teasers of it, and they did confirm that it's going to be a Portugal map. Moving on, we also know that there's going to be weapon charms. As you can see on the top left, Lucio has a dog charm on his gun, and in the bottom right, McCree has a little charm that has the logo of the Shimada clan that Hanzo and Genji are a part of. There's also another weapon charm that I wasn't able to put on here because I wasn't able to find a picture of it. And it was a literal donut hanging off of Symmetra's gun. That is going to be my charm for every single hero. But we also got some concept art for some of the charms we might see in the game. There's going to be this little fox person over here, which might be a hint to the Kenizaka Fox Girl. I don't quite remember. We have this Toki Watt, or like little keychain thing over there. A microphone charm. The mask of that mythic Genji skin is going to be a charm, which I think that looks pretty cool. And a little paper origami bird. And they do have like this little, like over here, like next to the charms, you could see like the reference to what they want the charms to look like in game, like a plasticky tone or a painted plastic or resin thing. But yeah, it just looked really cool. Moving on from Overwatch stuff, we also got a brand new Minecraft game called Minecraft Legends. This is going to be a spin-off game, action and strategy, and it's going to come out 2023, and I have to say, it looks pretty cool. The trailer for it, beautiful. There'll probably be a reaction video for that later. I just don't know when I'm going to post it yet. But also, if you look up on the top left for that artwork up there, that pig that has that pig person that has the chain with the ball at the end of it, the spiky one, that looks kind of like the monster from Captain Sparkle's music video, if you guys remember that. If you do remember that, you're an OG Minecraft fan. Moving on from Minecraft, Fortnite just revealed that they're going to have another crossover with Naruto called Rivals. Everyone thinks that, like, since the characters we got before are heroes like Naruto and Kakashi, we're going to get villains, like maybe 4 new Naruto villains, which I think is going to be cool, adding more anime characters to make anime fans upset. Yes. Moving on from Fortnite, though, it was also revealed why Sora's appearance in Super Smash Bros. Was really strange and why it took so long. I believe the game creator, I don't know how to say his name, I'm very sorry, but his name is on the top right above a picture of him. He talks about why Sora was so, like, why it took Sora to be, why it took so long to have Sora added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But here's the question he was asked. Another area where we saw Kingdom Hearts popularity surge was seeing Sora in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Can you talk about your feelings on having Sora involved? Obviously, I was very happy that we were able to have Sora make an appearance in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Most of the feedback when Sora was announced for Smash Bros. Ultimate was, I can't believe Disney okayed for him to be in this game. Behind the scenes, I was actually the one being very picky about his appearance in Smash Bros. Disney was the one that was like, go ahead, this is a great opportunity. I thought it would be tough to pull off because it might clash with the established lore in Kingdom Hearts and the Disney worlds. So it was an opportunity I had considered very carefully. After seeing how happy everybody was in welcoming Sora to Smash Bros., I feel like the end result was really great. But I'm glad that he was happy, but gosh, dude, why do you have to be so picky about it? Some things from my own personal thoughts, you don't have to agree with this at all. Why did he have to really think about it? Why would Super Smash Bros. Clash with the Kingdom Hearts and the Disney World's lore? Like, how would that happen? Super Smash Bros. Has lore, yes, but it's not like, oh, everyone that was sent here for a reason. It's just like, no. The lore, I don't think they clash very much, which I don't know why it took so long. But, like, we could have had Goofy and Donald, but I don't know if that was his say or if that was Disney's say, but I don't know. It was strange. But I'm glad Sora's in Smash Bros. Though. Sora deserves to be in it. Moving on, we have some very sad news again. I'm sorry to stick this right in the middle of the video, but I didn't want to put it at the end of the video again. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so Tim Sale passed away this week. He was a legendary comic book artist. His most popular work, from what I was able to read, was his artwork for Superman for All Seasons and Batman: The Long Halloween, which it's kind of hard to hear because the Batman movie that has Robert Pattinson as Batman was heavily inspired by The Long Halloween, which I only found out recently, which was kind of upsetting to hear that the person who made those comic books and drew the art for those comic books had passed away. I have not checked up on it, mostly because every time I read something about someone dying, I end up in tears. So I don't know exactly how Tim Sale passed away, but I am truly sorry to say that he did pass away. But yeah, he was, I think they said he was 66, which is pretty young. He died pretty young. Um, my condolences to his family and his loved ones. I hope you get through it. And because he was, from what I was able to read, a very nice man. But sorry for sticking this right in the middle of the video. I just didn't want to have it at the end of the video and have it be super sad again. But yeah, moving on. Tim Sale, may you rest in peace. You're an amazing artist. Hope you rest easy. Moving on to some TV show news. Try to get us into another happier mood. Loki Season 2 was finally announced. We're finally going to get a Loki Season 2. And day 1 began earlier this week. Characters we know we can count on coming back is Loki, Mobius, not Morbius. Morbius is a vampire. Mobius, Renslayer, and Sylvie. Characters that we can think about coming back is Kid Loki and I forgot her character's name, but she was like Hunter. I think her name was Hunter B15, I think. Moving on to some other news. It was a brand new Disney Plus series was announced for Wonder Man. I had no idea who this character was, so I did some research so that way I can tell you about him. I know this video is going to be long. I don't care. We're doing a history lesson on a fictional character. Wonder Man, aka Simon Williams, made his debut in August of 1964 in The Avengers #9. That was his first appearance. His latest appearance was in the Hulu MODOK TV show. As you can see right there, Wonder Man was actually the guy that MODOK's ex-wife replaced him with, which I thought was kind of funny. But moving on. Wonder Man is composed of ionic energy, which means his body is not made up of organs like we are. He has superhuman strength and speed, heightened senses like Spider-Man, ionic healing, which is a healing ability similar to Wolverine, and unlimited stamina, and he can fly. The story of how he got his powers was actually kind of cool. He grew hatred towards Tony Stark for his failures as a businessman and was caught embezzling money from the company and was arrested. He was freed from jail by Baron Zemo, who was a villain, by the way, and was offered revenge on Tony. He obviously accepted because he was mad at him and was given an ionic treatment, becoming Wonder Man. Zemo lied to him to keep Wonder Man cooperative, saying without a special treatment, he would die within a week. But after he led the Avengers into a trap, he decided he would actually help the Avengers, because the Avengers were like nice to him, and like they took him under his wing, because he told them that he was dying. He died. He literally died. So even though he was lied to, he died, but then was later resurrected. But his story keeps developing so much that there's just so much to talk about him. But there's a small little tidbit for him, and apparently he's getting a Disney Plus series. We don't know anything about it. We don't even know if they're actually recording anything for it yet. We just know that it's coming. Moving on, though. Squid Game Season 2 was just announced to begin production for Netflix again. Season 1 was amazing. I can't wait to see what they do for Season 2. Though, to be honest, I feel like they could have stopped at Season 1. But, yeah, we have a Season 2. Also, they're making a real-life Squid Game called Squid Game The Challenge. It's going to be kind of like Wipeout, where there's a bunch of contestants and they all compete for the prize pool. There's actually going to be 456 contestants and a 4.5 or $4.56 million prize pool. This is also going to be on Netflix. This is going to be amazing. I'm actually kind of really excited to watch this show now. But yeah, it was just something I thought was cool. But anyway, moving on. Gravity Falls turned 10 years old this week. Man, I feel old. Oh God, it's 10 years old. That is crazy. But anyway, Sony, moving into some movie news now. Sony, at a French festival, animation festival. I'm not going to say that mostly because I don't know how to say it. It is a film festival, mostly for animation, and Sony revealed a lot. We also got our first look at the new Spider-Man villain, the Spot. Which, if you don't know who the Spot is, here's a little rundown of him. I'm pretty sure that this was revealed at the animation event, just because, why not? They got to show something off. Spot, a.k.a. Dr. Jonathan Owen, first appeared in Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 97, but he didn't show up as the Spot until Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 98, in May of 1985. Sorry. He worked for the crime boss, Kingpin, a.k.a. Wilson Fisk. Sorry. My mouth is super dry. Spot got his powers by trying to reproduce the powers of Cloak, and he succeeded. But he created a large black portal in the laboratory. Instead of backing away from the portal, he started to explore the portal. He found himself in a different dimension that splits the light and the dark. More portals started to surround him, and he finds his way back to our world, to the actual world. But he finds his body completely covered in spots. He found out that the spots are actually portals. He even thought that he could defeat the heroes. Spider-Man didn't think so and literally laughed in his face. But Spot won the fight the first time, but when they fought again, he lost. And to be honest, in the comic books, he looks more like a man literally just covered with spots. Here in this concept, or in this image that was released for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, he looks more like a monster, kind of. Just a little bit. Just by the way his portals look. But it's going to be really cool. It's kind of like this weird joke character being added as this actual threat. But he's not the only threat that was announced. Jorma Takun. I think that's how you say it. His was also revealed at the film festival in France to be the voice of the Vulture, aka Adrian Toomes. He first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man number 2 in 1963. He's also been pretty famous recently by being in the MCU, the Vulture. But as you can see here in the comic books, he doesn't have mechanical rings. He actually has big, huge bird wings, and we can probably assume that that's what he's going to look like in the movie as an animation. Moving on, this is not a villain, but this is Captain George Stacy, aka Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider's dad. He's going to be voiced by Sheena Wingham. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced his name. But that's who's going to play as Gwen Stacy's dad, Captain George Stacy, who is the captain of police force. Moving on. That adds to the already existing cast of Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2099, Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, a.k.a. Spider-Man, Haley Steinfeld as Ghost Spider, aka Gwen Stacy, and I think that's Izura Ray. I hope I said her name right. I am so sorry if I didn't. As Spider-Woman, which is going to be super cool. Super cool. Moving on. Joker 2 is supposedly having a Harley Quinn played by Lady Gaga. No joke, Lady Gaga is in talks with Warner Brothers to play as the next live-action Harley Quinn. Now, as you can see over here, these are 3 possible costumes she could look like. She could look like the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, or the Arkham Asylum Harley Quinn, or maybe going with her classical look. Or she might not even look like any of those, mostly because Joaquin Phoenix's Joker didn't look like any pre-existing ones. He just looked like a clown. Also, this might upset a bunch of comic book movie fans, but Joker 2 is a musical. It is going to be a musical. I am not joking here. It is going to be a musical. I am now extra excited to see this movie because this is going to be the first time ever, I think, that a comic book is getting a musical as a live action adaptation. This is going to be either super weird or just super awesome. Hopefully it's not as bad as the Spider-Man musical, which I have not watched yet, but I heard it is the most expensive musical ever. And it is the one that caused the most injuries. There's literally when I was looking up footage for the Spider-Man musical, it turns out that a lot of people got hurt on there. One person almost died on the set. Hopefully that's not what Joker 2 is going to be like. Hopefully it's a nice musical and not a super chaotic, everyone's getting hurt all the time kind of musical. But yeah, I can't wait to see Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and I can't wait to see the movie because it is going to be a musical. Moving on, Morbius also came out this week as Blu-ray, DVD, and more. As you can see here on the right, that's what the cover for the Blu-ray looks like. On the left, that's what the Steel book looks like. I have to say the Steel cover for the Morbius movie looks really good. We also got some promotional stuff that will be included with the Morbius movie, like this exclusive pin of the Morbius M included with a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus digital copy of the movie Morbius, and a fan art edition where fan art of Morbius is being included as mini posters for the discs, for the cover of the DVD, and you'll also get the posters. God, I messed up that sentence so many times. This video is getting super long, so I'm going to try and go through this as fast as I can. Venom 3 was like, we already knew it was greenlit, but we also know that in the script, it's going to be written by Tom Hardy and Kelly Marcel. Marcel, I think this is how you say it. Kelly Marcel was the person who wrote the script for the last 2 Venom movies, and now Tom Hardy is going to be helping her out with that. I think that's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see Venom 3. Yeah, so, yeah. I'm excited. Matilda is now a musical as well. That's also coming to Netflix very soon. Matilda, of course, being a very popular book and a very popular movie. If you haven't watched the Matilda movie, it is really funny. Also kind of dark in some places, but seeing it as a musical on Netflix, it's going to be very interesting. Moving on, we also got a brand new look for who's playing as Ken in the live-action Barbie movie coming out next summer. It's Ryan Gosling. I am not going to lie, he looks pretty hot in that picture. Also, I love that Ken has to write his name on his underwear. And I don't know, is he just that dumb he has to write his name on everything? Or maybe that's just because he's a toy. If you don't know, Ryan Gosling was in Blade Runner 2049 and in La La Land. Both very good movies. I suggest you go watch them. Sorry, my mouth is still very dry. Moving on. Avatar Studios announced that they're going to make a trilogy of animated Avatar movies. Either continuing the story of Aang and his friends Korra and so it might be a continuation of that. No other information that I was able to find has been released yet. From what I know, we just know that they're making a trilogy of animated movies. Hopefully they're not horrible like the live action Avatar. That movie was just awful. Awful to look at, and the script was just awful. The whole thing was awful. But moving on. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. Thor: Love and Thunder is to have like this huge Marvel. Well, okay. Edit that out. Marvel Studios also announced that they're going to have a 8-hour marathon called Marvel Studios Go Marathon. This is going to have all 4 of the Thor movies go at once. It's going to be on July 7th, next month. And it's going to be going over Thor, Thor the Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, and then Thor Love and Thunder. Watch all 4 of them. And I'm going to say this once. For Thor, more Thor. Moving on. It's also been, after the recent trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, this is all rumors right now, like just supposedly, because there's like 2 different stories out there right now. That for Aquaman 2, Amber Heard might be either replaced or completely removed from the movie. From what it sounds like by Amber Heard, Amber Heard's agent, it sounds like that that she's getting offended that people are thinking that she's getting removed from the movie. But then there's also people saying that she is being removed from the movie, and test screenings that show the Aquaman 2 without Amber Heard has been overwhelmingly positive. Which, to be honest, I don't know which one to believe, and I don't know which story is true. They might both be fake, like fake stories, but I legit don't know. We'll just have to wait and see until Aquaman 2 comes out. Moving on, though. Jensen Ackles, I don't know, but he's the guy that is in The Boys season 4 or season 3, I think. I don't remember. But he plays a soldier boy in The Boys, and Dean Winchester from the Supernatural TV show, and he's played as Batman in Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. He also announced that he was in the recording booth for about 5 hours. Whoops, there's my mouse. Whoops. Recording more Batman lines, which I think is going to be really cool. So he's going to be playing Batman for longer. Moving on to some toys and collectibles. The Five Nights at Freddy's U2s, the first wave that had Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, and Chica, have been appearing at GameStop recently. Which, you can't see the game part of GameStop, but the logo's up there, I swear. I pinky promise. As you can see here on the left, they've already been making little display cases for these U2s. And I think this is going to be really cool because this is the first time U2s have been sold in stores besides like thrift shops or something. So this is going to be really cool. I'm going to search GameStop all the time now to get all 4 of these because I really want all of them. But yeah, they're appearing in GameStop all over the place now. And moving on to a last U2's, Super Horror Bro Mike, a YouTuber that covers a lot of horror video games, is getting his very own U2's, as you can see right here. And I am super excited to get this because he is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I love his videos, and I love him. Anyway, we're moving on. This U2's will be coming out June 21st, so later this month. And yeah, he just looks really cool. Funko just released a whole bunch of information. All these Funko Pops that you're seeing on screen, including that Funko skateboard and the Funko soda pops and the Funko t-shirt plus all the other Funko Pops have been announced for a San Diego Comic-Con for this year. And as you can see here, it's showing us where you could buy the pop figures afterwards. You got some for Amazon, Box Lunch, Entertainment Earth, some for Walmart, some for the Funko website, for your entertainment, GameStop, Target, Toy Tokyo, and Hot Topic. To be honest, I kind of want to get that Starfire pop figure from Hot Topic. And, of course, I want to get those Leonardo as the Blue Power Ranger and Donatello as the Black Power Ranger, because that is just a super cool crossover that I'm so happy is getting pop figures. Also, I want to get the He Who Remains from Target. That just looks really cool. And of course, maybe that Sonic the Hedgehog Walmart one, just because Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the coolest video game characters ever. But anyway, we're moving on. Yeah, that's about it for this week. I'm sorry this video was so long. There was just so much information, and I just kind of packed a whole bunch into this. Also, this will be releasing Father's Day, so happy Father's Day, everybody. If you are a father, you are amazing. You are a father. This week's character was Meta Knight from the Kirby series. Anyway, I'm tired. It's like 3 in the morning or something. I have to edit this, and I'm posting this later today. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.